Venezuela has one of the highest murder rates in the world. That's why people have left the country by the millions. So in some ways, there's the safety issue.
We don't have a lot of money. All the money that my parents ever made has gone into all of our education.
Thousands of international students are in limbo after Immigration and Customs Enforcement announced a new policy early July. Foreign students studying in the U.S. will now have to leave the country, transfer, or risk deportation if all of their classes are online. For some international students, returning to their home countries isn't just an inconvenience. Leaving the U.S. means a future of fear and uncertainty.
My mom's first salary in India was 400 rupees, and that in dollars, I don't even know, $1 is 75 rupees or something like that. So I'm not from a rich family.
Priyanka Krishnan is a PhD student at Iowa State University. She was born in India and raised in the United Arab Emirates. At 17 years old, Priyanka moved to the US in 2014 for undergrad, and she's been here ever since.
My connection with India is 10 days in India once in 2 years to see my grandparents. And it's weird, but I have to accept I am an Indian citizen. I respect the country, but I have very, very little connection. And the news and the news cases that we see in terms of how women are being treated in the country is very scary. If I have to go back to India, I will quit. I don't think I can do Iowa State University virtually because I'm not going to pay international tuition, because at the moment I'm being kicked out of the country, there's not going to be assistantships. So I'll be paying full international tuition as a PhD student.
In Venezuela, there's a political, economic, and humanitarian crisis. Since 2013, over 5 million people have left. We're talking about a country that has 28 million people. According to the National Survey of Living Conditions released yesterday, 96% of people are in poverty. Now we've become the poorest country in the whole region.
Raul Romero is a rising junior at Ohio's Kenyon College. Since his scholarship didn't fund his full tuition, Raul's family fundraised thousands of dollars for him to be able to study in the States. Going back to Venezuela would mean returning to a country in crisis.
What I earn in a week sometimes is more than what my family earns in a month.
The new visa policy is part of a larger push by the Trump administration to pressure schools into reopening their campuses in the fall, even though coronavirus cases continue to spike. President Trump also said he would consider cutting federal funding to schools if they don't physically reopen. Ken Cuccinelli, the Department of Homeland Security Deputy Secretary, defended the policy, saying that it doesn't make sense for international students to physically be in the country if all of their coursework is online. He also said they're willing to be flexible with students. Harvard University and MIT filed a lawsuit against the new rule, arguing it prevents their nearly 9,000 international students from remaining in the United States. But Harvard and MIT students are only a small fraction of those threatened with deportation. In 2019, more than 1 million international students were issued visas to study in the U.S., according to the Institute of International Education. International students typically pay full tuition, so a drop in enrollment could result in a serious financial loss for some schools. But that enrollment drop could also mean thousands of shattered dreams.
When I was receiving the response back from colleges, I got waitlisted in one of the first schools, right? So I call my mom and I say, "Mom, I got in the wait list." My mom said, "Oh, wait list? Where's that school?" But of course, they were super proud. They were super proud of me being here, of me being on a scholarship, and me being able to make a lot of my dreams come true.
I'm not here illegally. I'm not doing anything wrong in the country. I'm getting my education. I'm paying my taxes. Why? Why change the one constant that I have right now?
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.